Okay, I am so sorry that I am streaming so much later than I thought, literally almost an hour later, because just as I was about to, was ready to go, was like settled in, um, I had to do a ton of work and I literally just finished, and my energy has just been like, I'm gonna yawn. Ah, my energy has just been like, "Meow." But I literally had already posted that I was gonna go live in a bit, so here we are. It might be a bit shorter than usual, maybe not. Maybe I'll get carried away. I mean, it was a shorter month, but I feel like my energy is just like kind of dead. But we'll start with my goals. Of course, as per usual, with my monthly videos and stuff, I will not be sharing like my private goal progress, but like my general goal progress overall. And also, as per usual, if you're watching live, feel free to comment in the chat. And as long as you're being appropriate and respectful, I'll respond. And if you're watching it on the replay, you can comment and I'll respond. Now, got my monthly book. So for my goal of like my relationship with God and such, I know my overall my vision of a better relationship with God. I know my yearly overall goal is to do about half of Bible in a year. However, this month to kind of kickstart like doing something every day as best I can and for like a lower time commitment, I've been reading this book, which I got Christmas Eve, and it's 33 Days to Eucharistic Glory. And I actually really like it. I mean, that sounds horrible. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but I actually do really like it. It's the kind of thing where it's like some stuff I'm like, okay. But, I take what feels like useful to me, beneficial to me. And if it doesn't, I'm just like letting it go, moving on to like the next day. And it's like, obviously, it's a daily thing. So I have, very proud of myself. I've been keeping up and like annotating a little bit with my pink highlighter. So I should have used yellow to match, but I didn't think about that until it's too late. So it's pink. And I like it. I think it's like easy to understand while still being like big concepts. So kind of interesting and cool. And it's definitely more like it's a mix of stories of today versus like anecdotes and things versus I know the Bible in the year will be the Bible. But I think it's been nice to kind of get me doing something religious every day and including and making sure to at least include like not a legit prayer in the sense of like my internal prayers like aren't legit, but like a structured prayer every day with the spiritual communion. So I think it's been interesting. Hopefully it will not only pay off emotionally and spiritually with the book, but also when I'm done with it, which will be soon because I started the 1st of February and it's the 28th. So there's only a few more days left of the 33 days. Hopefully I'll be able to like continue the dailiness as best I can to the actual Bible in a year, which is like the more specific goal to the overall vision. This is like goal 0.5, like baby step goal, which I think has been really helpful. And it's definitely increased my confidence that I can actually complete the real goal. And I sort of like confidence is like half of the thing in a way. So that's good. Now, the next goal, my water intake. I'm going to be honest, I'm definitely not hitting the water intake goal on the daily, but I'm definitely drinking more water than like I would have said I used to drink. And that to me is a win in itself. And hopefully as like the month continues, or as the year continues, I'll continue to like drink more and more water every day because I know that hydration is key. My goal of like going to going to multiple social activities a month with 3 or more people didn't also happen. I did see people outside of work, like my friends and stuff, in person, in real life, multiple times, but never in a group of 3 or more. I had plans to do so, but then like things got in the way. But I'm not taking it as a total defeat because I did still like try my best and I was social, just not in like the big social, but we'll get there. We will get there. And I can only do so much when life decides to be fun and exciting. Then my next like public goal is the reading 10 new books a year. And I've actually already read 2 new books, which is like 1 new book a month because it's been 2 months. So I'm feeling, again, also really confident for the goal of 10 in the year. And, that may fall off a little later, but right now I'm feeling motivated and it's been really nice. I am using Libby, which is on my phone. And while I do definitely prefer a like physical book, I like feeling the pages. It's very convenient, and also then I don't need to worry about like, oh my god, I need to return the book because it'll just like automatically return itself, which is very convenient, I must say. Then I am doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm doing really well sticking to my budget. I feel like this month, especially, I've been like really a stickler because obviously I was traveling a lot last month. So January was more expensive and I knew it was going to be more expensive. So I feel like I really made an effort for February to be like less expensive, which go team. I also didn't need to buy any more like dramatic clothes. Like I had to buy a raincoat for New Zealand, which definitely paid off. Good move on the raincoat. But, I didn't have to make any, like, big purchases like that because, like, nothing big was happening this month, which is fine. It's nice to have a not big month every now and then to just, like, recoup, recharge, etcetera. Still volunteering at the animal shelter, so I'm doing, my volunteer goal, which is really nice. I love giving back. I love spending time with the animals, especially because I don't have a pet, so it's so nice to, like, get to snuggle with the dogs and, like, we're working on fit with some of them. It's just really cute, and it feels really rewarding. Then for my violin, I'm also not hitting that goal directly of playing 3 times a week. That was a crazy goal, but, we're gonna get there. But I feel like I did play at least once a week, or like, I definitely played at least 3 times this month. I feel like I played once a week. So, I'm not sounding great, I posted a short the other day, but I'm having fun with it. I'm taking it easy, playing the songs I wanna play, and to me, that's still, like, making progress towards achieving this goal, and I am also aware, like, this is the goal for, like, the year. So, I'm not gonna let myself, like, feel like I'm giving up right away. I'm just starting and taking it easy. I am doing just, like, also more with my wrists, like, in general with I've been, like, writing more in my like, physically writing, like, in this journal, etcetera, and also I've been doing a lot of coloring, which may sound weird, but I am working on, like it's partially this OCD color thing, but also it's just really soothing, and I'm trying to find the one I'm, like, almost finished with. So, this obviously, it's not, like, exhausting, but it is, like, doing stuff, and for my sad self with my wrist problems, that plus the writing, plus the violin, I can only do so much, uh, with the wrist before they're like, "Eh." So, I need to build up my wrist strength again, basically. And then for my one new place to explore in my city a month, I went to the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles, which I honestly, in a way, can't believe I'd never been to because I love a natural history museum. And I've been in LA for a while, but I hadn't been. But now I have, so that I actually successfully did. So overall, I feel like it was like a good month in that sense. And as far as like overall adulting, Lauren, I did a lot of cleaning. I I vacuumed. I mean, I do vacuum regularly, mostly because now that my vacuum is cordless, it's so much easier to vacuum. Like, it's kind of embarrassing how easy it was for me to vacuum more frequently when I didn't have to plug it in and then like move the plug when I had to move around the apartment. So definitely sometimes things are worth, the money if you're actually going to use it more. Also, I feel like I eat a lot of bread and I feel like somehow I make a lot of mess with the breadcrumbs. So I just need to vacuum regularly because otherwise there's crumbs. But I refuse to give up bread. So the price I will pay is the vacuum. But it's fine. It's fine. I can handle it. I can handle it. As far as the actual like month activities go, I mean, there was being shelter, I had it happinesses at the shelter. And I feel like that's in a way, it's like that's all I did. As far as like scrapbookable, like big picture wise, because I literally the first like week and a half, also I was so tired from the New Zealand trip and then going like right back to work that I was just like dead. Like I did not have the energy to do like other stuff like with my life because I was just like and I had to do like laundry, do a big grocery shopping, like clothes, like obviously laundry, like all the big stuff I had to do because I'd been like away for 2 weeks and I didn't like I have this had no food. I was like, I'm gonna starve to death. Like I had to do a lot. So I was just really focusing on like life getting back. And then obviously I was getting back in the swing of work and like that was kind of busy. So I was just like a little swamped. So I feel like I didn't do a lot of like big exciting stuff. But as I said, like January was like huge exciting, like phenomenal exciting, a big like just speechless amounts of exciting. So it's okay that then February was like calmer. And I'm like looking. I did post my alpine crossing video, which now that I'm looking through like my pictures, I realized I was doing one of those like how you can do an A/B test on YouTube. I had picked like these three, but I feel like even though it got like a decent amount of views, honestly, for like a long form video of mine, that's like a really random topic. I don't I feel like enough more people must have either clicked on it, like, from, like, outside linking or whatever because it didn't get enough I feel like it didn't get enough clicks to give me a result of that test. I have to check now after this live stream because 'cause I'm curious. But I really was wondering which one was gonna win, and I just realized, like, I have no idea. And then more just I'm, like, just snooping around. Yeah, more animal shelter. This puppy is so cute, so cute. He got adopted. Yay. It's always like sort of sad in the sense like, oh my God, I love all the pets and all the dogs, but I cannot take any of them really. So it's definitely always like happy, happy, happy when they go to their forever home and I can, give them some love beforehand. I finally watched The Brutalist this month because I had been putting it off because it's so long and it was phenomenal. I loved it. Highly recommend. The length might seem like intimidating and the fact that it has an intermission is kind of like weird, but I honestly thought it was great. I think yeah, I've been honest. I've been listening to the music as well by itself because I thought the score was phenomenal. So I recommend. And then, oh, very exciting. I sent my dad my tax information this month so we can start taxes. Woohoo. And then I went to the museum. I had to do one of those like classic pictures, like it's like I was like felt like I was on a Broadway show, right? Like the playbill picture, but instead of the playbill, looks like the map and then a whalebone. Um, but I was very excited. It had dinosaurs. I mean, every natural history museum like gotta have dinosaurs. And I went with my friend who had never been to a natural history museum before. So I was talking about how I was excited for like the dinosaurs and I was excited for like the gemstones and stuff. And she was like, well, what if they don't have those? And I'm like, girl, they're gonna have them. It's a natural history museum. It's gonna have dinos. Okay. And it did. It did. And had like had a lot of like the diorama exhibits, and I thought they were so cute. Like this lion one was so cute. First of all, I really appreciate like the lion eating a zebra down there, but like there's a cat on its back. Like it's just really felt like so intimate and sweet, and I thought it was really very nice. Of course, the big gemstones. And then I convinced her to go with me to the Cheesecake Factory because I had some gift cards, not enough to pay for the whole thing, but I was like enough to incentivize me. Be like, Cheesecake Factory. And that was great. No other words need to be said. It was great. I also went to see Old Friends, the musical. I saw it at the Amundsen Theater or the Amundsen. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. And it's like a review musical of Stephen Sondheim. I haven't seen most of Stephen Sondheim's musicals. I do know a decent amount of the songs, but I haven't actually like seen that many. So I was a little worried I wasn't gonna like love it. But it was such a fun performance. It stars Bernadette Peters and Lea Salonga, and then a bunch of incredibly talented ensemble. I had a fabulous time. Like when we left the theater, I was like, the way that I love performances. I love music. I love musicals in general. But I was still a little apprehensive. Like I was like, what if I don't? And it's a work night, but it was amazing. Totally worth it to go. I know it is going to Broadway, but so if you get a chance, to see it. You should see it because it's really good, very fun. And I feel like that's literally it. Yeah, I'm back at the animal shelter, treadmilling. Oh yeah, the only other thing that I've been doing this month that I started and I will be continuing it to do is way back. You might remember I talked about this app that I kind of abandoned, but then I'm like back at it with a vigor. And I also am working on my personal style journey, which took a hit of time for me to update you guys because I was going to do a rule of 7 video and then I got hit with personal drama. And then I was like preparing for New Zealand and stuff, but I am now working on digitizing my wardrobe, which I am like helpfully using to make these like outfits, which were like, oh yeah, outfits, we can kind of be thinking about the point spread. So I'm working on digitizing the wardrobe and then you can make like outfits with your wardrobe, which I love this. Like this is literally I have worn this outfit. It says 0 times worn because 0 times worn since I've had this app, but it's, like, literally my clothes that you can, like, flat lay like, take a picture and it, like, flat lays, which I think is fun. So I've been digitizing my wardrobe to really help with my, like, overall picture of the clothes that I have in my wardrobe to then help me make my, like, rule of 7 outfits and also just be, like, a more mindful consumer overall about the clothes that I'm buying and wearing. And that's pretty much it. Like, maybe more happened this month, but as I said, I ended up having to work like an extra hour that I wasn't anticipating, and now it's 8:40, and your girl's tired. So I'm gonna sign off now, a little shorter than maybe usual, but it is what it is. So if you watched it live, I saw a couple people popping in and out. Then, thanks for checking in with me on my month. I hope you had a great month. I know it's been a really tough month, at least for me, it's been a little tough, like socially, politically, going on with the global sphere. Um, so if that's also the case for you, like, sign petitions if you can, like, call your representatives. But also don't forget to try to have a little bit of joy in the daily life as well, because joy is resistance. So, yeah, I'll leave that there as we approach March, my favorite month of the year because of my birthday in March. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.